Hello everyone, this is Maureen and welcome to My Crochet Story, where I share with you two things that I love, teaching and crochet. Now, this is Friday, but I am recording this so that it will be ready for Saturday, September the 2nd, because I will be traveling again. But before I let you in on that, let me say thank you to all of you that always show up for my videos. I really do appreciate your time and for your comments whenever you choose to leave one. I mean, they really do bless me. They honestly do. If this is your first time here, welcome in. I hope that you will take just a moment to look at some of the other content I have on my channel. And if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button down there in the corner and then look for the little bell with the hugs on the side because it'll let you know every time I upload content. And I have lots of different content on there, and it is organized by playlist, so hopefully there'll be something there that interests you. Well, as many of you know, this week has been a week of lots of adventures. I mean, Monday and Tuesday and into Wednesday, we were living through Hurricane Idalia as she made landfall. We were never really in any danger at all, just a lot of wind and a lot of rain. But it was not scary, but I was a little apprehensive because once hurricanes hit the Gulf, and with as warm as the water temperatures have been, it was just a waiting game to see which way it was going to turn. Was it going to turn earlier, which meant it would have been really a lot closer to us than it was? Was it going to turn later, which meant, more towards Alabama, maybe even Mississippi? So one hurricane avoided. I know that we are getting ready to hit the peak of the hurricane season. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens once we get back to Florida around the 1st of October. But right now, we are in Biloxi, Mississippi, and we will be traveling on tomorrow, Saturday, September the 2nd, to Houston for a week-long visit with family and friends. And then towards the end of the week, we'll be heading up to Arkansas for 2 or 3 weeks for another small project that shouldn't take very long at all. And then we're right back to Florida around the 1st of October, and we'll be there for a good spell. So, was I able to get a lot accomplished this week? No. I did work a little bit more on my little kitties. The tulle came in. And I got to putting that on there. And folks, I don't know if it was just me or what, but I didn't like the way it looked. I mean, I really didn't. It looks cute in the book and everything, but sitting there working with it, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not a tulle girl. But I just could not see putting it on there. So I kind of went back and revamped it. I did my own thing, basically, is what I did. So hopefully over the weekend, once I get somewhere and can get settled, I can get her all finished and she'll be up for you to look at on Wednesday. Now, right here, real quick, I want to make a mention about my hosting of the August Amigurumi Wars. Now, for those of you that are doing your patterns off of the designer for the month, Miss Luna, can't remember her name just yet. You have for me until September the 8th to get your designs in, because we didn't know about who the designer was going to be until about the 8th of August. So I want to give you the full basically 30 days in which to get them in for me. Now, Jennifer has already officially taken over September Amigurumi Wars, and we are using the same designer. But whatever you submit for me in these next few days, if you're using the Spotlight designer, you cannot submit for her. No double dipping. those of you that are just doing free patterns or patterns of your own or patterns from someone else, paid for patterns that are not from the designer, you have until midnight Sunday night. I'm extending that because this is a holiday and I just thought that was only fair. So that's out of the way. Told you about little Luna the kittens. I had to revamp those. I'm working on an Amigurumi secret project. Um, let's see what else. Oh, my poll. Folks, as always, y'all are so awesome about helping me with my channel. Um, I have to tell you a little secret. I was hoping that many of you would be interested in the designs that I have created on my own over the years, and that is leading the pack, let me tell you. And that really did my heart good. It made me very happy. And then many of you as well would like to see more stitch tutorials. And I even had someone comment on the fact that um, not only just stitch tutorials, but tell us what yarn would look best with this. And I know what you mean. There are some stitch patterns that only look good in certain types of yarn. And I don't mean the weight of the yarn or the yarn brand. I mean it only looks good like in a solid color, or this is really more suited towards a multicolored or a variegated or a two-tone. I understand what you're saying, so I really appreciated that comment. I think I'll start doing that. I know that there is another YouTuber that does something similar to that, so I'll be more than happy to do that with my stitch tutorials. I believe the same person made the comment that it's very important in understanding stitch multiples and how do you work that out. And not only in working with stitch multiples, but being told when you get to the end of the row, how many stitches should you have? And I totally understand that, especially for new beginners. If I'm going to use a fan stitch as part of my project, I want to know at the end of the row, do I have the correct amount of stitches? Or if I get to the end of the row, where did I mess up? Because I either have too many or I don't have enough to finish the row. And if we as designers, or even people that are teaching stitches, if we don't elaborate on, you should start with this many stitches, you should have this many stitches at the end of the row, we're going to put in another stitch pattern here for you. Do we have the same number of rows? Have we increased or decreased? And that is very important, as I said, especially for new beginners. So I will most definitely be looking at making tutorials for that kind of instruction. So as I said, I've read each one of your comments, and I have just been so blessed with many of you leaving me comments of encouragement. And as I said, going and looking at the poll. I will leave it running until September the 10th, and then I'm going to take it down and start working on what it is that I will be offering in the future. And speaking of offering in the future, I'm a Texas girl, and like all Texans, I'm very proud of my state, just as I'm sure you're very proud of your state. So I thought that y'all might like to know a little bit of interesting facts about Texas. So I will be sharing with you some interesting things like what happened on this date, and I bet you didn't know. So I've acquired a couple of books, and my husband is very happy to help me with this new endeavor because, folks, I don't believe there's anybody more Texas than my hubby. In fact, when people ask him what nationality he is, he says he's a Texan. So Texas first for him. But anyway, I'll be introducing that here in the near future, but I want to get started on some of these other things that you've enlightened me with on what you would like to see or like for me to add in my repertoire of things to offer for you. So, as I said, I wanted to come on, and you're probably going to see this show up a little later this evening. I'm recording this around 8:30 on Friday night. I want to go ahead and get it uploaded for you to look at and to share out, if you don't mind, to some of the others, that enjoy watching yarny content. I would greatly appreciate that. Because I'm going to be traveling again tomorrow, and I don't know if, number one, I'll get to my next destination in time to put up the Saturday video, or if I'm even going to want to get up out of the chair once we get there. Because I tell you what, traveling 10 hours yesterday, and I'm really glad we took the day off today to travel, and then traveling another 7 to 8 hours tomorrow is going to do this old body in. That's all I can say. But anyway, so there's a lot for you to look at from my channel. I've already uploaded my devotional for Sunday. You'll see it tagged as September the 3rd. And I know this is only the first, but like I said, I wanted to get those out there for you to go ahead and enjoy. And then I'll be back with you again on Monday. So have a safe, enjoyable fourth Labor Day weekend. Please be safe. Be kind to those that you come in contact with, because sometimes the holidays, even a short holiday, can make us all crazy. So in the meantime, be the light out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know, could be your light that they are waiting to see. As always, thank you from my heart, and know I love you best. Bye.